Hey, how's it going? Nat here. Let's see what's making news. Afghanistan has called for international help after a strong earthquake struck parts of the country's east, killing more than 800 people. Here's Tatenda with more.
Houses destroyed and debris everywhere. This is what parts of eastern Afghanistan look like after they were struck by a magnitude 6 earthquake near the city of Jalalabad on Sunday. Authorities say at least 800 people have died and thousands of people were injured in the eastern provinces of Nangarhar and Kunar. And for the past couple of days, rescue workers have been trying to reach people trapped in remote areas.
We need urgent help to rescue them. We need ambulances, doctors, and everything necessary to save the injured and recover the dead.
But Afghanistan's Taliban administration says the disaster is straining its limited resources, which is why it's asking for international aid.
We urgently call on humanitarian organizations to step in and provide immediate support.
The UN says it's preparing to help people in affected areas, while India's foreign minister says they've delivered 1,000 tents and 15 tons of food to the areas so far. China's foreign ministry says it's also closely monitoring the situation.
We believe that the Afghan people, under the leadership of their government, will overcome the impact of the disaster and rebuild their homes. We will do our best to assist in Afghanistan's disaster relief efforts in light of its needs.
Aussie tennis star Alex de Minaur is through to the quarterfinals of the US Open. In just over an hour and a half, the 8 seed defeated Switzerland's Leandro Redi in straight sets 6-3, 6-2, 6-1.
First set, de Minaur. And second set, same match, de Minaur.
He'll now have to take on Canadian Felix Auger-Aliassime.
Ultimately, this is where I want to be. I've got another great opportunity coming up in the quarterfinals. I'm going to go out there, have a swing, and hopefully have some amazing crowd support like today.
113 years ago, a ship called the Titanic sank in the Atlantic Ocean. And now it's been 40 years since the wreckage of that ship was discovered on the sea floor. Here's Josh.
We came in on the starboard side of beam of the bridge, and the first thing I saw coming out of the gloom at 30 feet was this giant wall of riveted steel that rose over 100 and some feet above us. I never looked down at the Titanic. I looked up at the Titanic.
The RMS Titanic was once thought to be an unsinkable ship. But just a few days into its maiden voyage in 1912, the ship hit an iceberg and sank, killing around 1,500 people. It became one of the world's most famous disasters, and for decades, search crews desperately tried to find the ship's remains. But deep-sea search tech of the time wasn't really up to the task. Until the 1980s, when Robert Ballard, his team, and a new experimental deep-sea vehicle named Argo were given a task by the US Navy.
We need you to look for the remains of nuclear submarines.
Can we look for the Titanic at the same time?
Yeah, sure.
Yes!
And just after 1 AM on September 1st, 1985, after a week of scanning the seafloor with no luck,
It's a boiler! It's like a boiler! Yes.
They spotted one of the ship's boilers. And a day later, they discovered the rest of the ship. And the Titanic was seen by the world for the first time in 73 years, kicking off a whole new wave of fascination with the world's most famous vessel.
Now it's time for some stories that are all about having fun along the way. First up to Helsinki in Finland, where more than 800 people rocked their best pair of sunnies and silver briefcases for a fun run to mark 25 years since this iconic song was released to the world.
When I hear it, I have to dance. I don't have any other choice.
The song is called Sandstorm, and it was made by this guy who goes by the stage name Darude.
We had no idea how many people would actually just throw themselves in the whole thing and be goofy and be taking part that much.
Now to a big slipper kicking contest in Japan. About 700 people signed up to compete this year, and the rules are simple. Kick your slippers as far as you can. The event's been going since 2006, and all the proceeds go to a local children's charity. Well, that's all from us today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.